We'll open the meeting. Citizens' comments? Guess not. Kind of talky tonight. Superintendent's report. Jim?
Good evening. Just a couple items. One, last evening, we have been in negotiations with the teachers and the support staff. And last evening, we met with a mediator because we had reached, both sides had reached a position where there was no movement. So using a mediator last night, we did come to a tentative agreement. It's still being written up, so I won't tell what the specific details are other than it's a one-year contract. There are no language changes in the contract, and the percentage increase that is given is within what all boards have budgeted. So HR is checking all the numbers before we sign, officially assign the agreement. Then we'll announce the details of what it is. But the good news is it's within your budget, what you budgeted. No language changes, 1 year, which is what we were going for, was a one-year contract because of the changes in health insurance that's going to take place. So then May 2nd is a tentative date that we will be meeting with the support staff. I think you got an email from Nick saying that.
Yep.
First we were going to use a mediator, but I think now that we've tentatively settled with the teachers, we're going to put off using a mediator on May 2nd and just meet with them and review what we've settled with the teachers and hope that we can come to the same agreement and not need to use a mediator if we're all in agreement. So, so before this board disbands, then we'll be coming back to you with, you're going to have to vote what percentage you want to give to your non-represented employees. You have employees here that don't belong to a union, so we're going to have to make a decision on what you want to give them, and that'll be May, no later than early June that we'll have that. You will wait, hopefully, so that's what hopefully we'll settle the support staff first, because HR and payroll likes to have that before we end the fiscal year. So some good progress last night. Both sides cooperated and got us, we started the night maybe this far apart and came close to the middle, and everyone shook hands and went home, which is
good.
A good place to be. And I received no word from the state that there are any changes coming to the merger activities, and that we're to move forward as if on June 30th, the 4 elementary boards cease operation and become one elementary school district. But we'll also have the other ear open to see what the courts are doing. But our instructions from the Aids of Education is to move forward with the merger, and we are. That's all I have, and I apologize again to Richard and to Cat TV that we dragged you out there both last night, even though we were going to be in executive session at the same time. But thank you.
How long did it go on?
I think we were done by 7:30.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Huh?
Probably 8:15 by the time we got out of there, but we had reached an agreement by 7:30. Thank you.
Okay. Financial treasurer's report. Need a motion to
Make a
accept.
motion to accept.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? None. So carried. Okay. Transfer request, KIP fund,
Well, the first one's
transfers, wait a minute.
Yeah, there's two of them, yeah.
transfer. Yep.
the first one is a combination between the SU request and myself. The first one is just balancing out some accounts at the end of the school year. So the finance department has put together some requests to transfer some funds around. And then the last one, the last page of page 3, if you see, is a request for myself. We, since we've been fortunate enough not to have a number of snow days this year, we're wanting to start our summer camp in this fiscal year, the end of June, that last week in June. And we were able to find some money to fund that. So the first week of camp would be in June, and the second week of camp would be in the first week of July. So that's a request to move some money around for that so that we could have that first week of camp at the end of June. Because it's a fiscal year, we can't use, obviously, next fiscal year's money in June. We can only use this year's money. So that's what those two requests are for.
Okay. All those in favor of the transfer?
Aye.
Or-
Aye.
No, let's have a motion first, Ed.
I motion.
I'll
Make a
second.
motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The next one is the KIP fund request. Our tech committee met early I think it was last week, the week before, and we decided the Promethean board's been very successful in the classrooms we put them in, and so we wanted to finish out the school with the rest of the classrooms that do not have Promethean boards and the document cameras and all the associated hardware. When I originally wrote this, I asked for up to $23,000 for the 8 boards and document cameras and accessories. And since I wrote this up, we've had the quote changed 3 times. So now the current quote I have now for this equipment is $25,168.08. So I would like to amend the request to
What was it, 25 and what?
$25,168.08. And that's with shipping and everything.
That's with everything that you needed?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
In our tech accounting school install.
No, my tech person
Your
installed it.
tech person.
Yeah. Jay does the hardware to put it on the wall.
Brackets.
Yeah, and then Chris does the installation. Yep.
Okay. KIP fund. All those in favor of the KIP fund request? Oh, I gotta have a motion again.
I'll make a motion
Okay.
for 25,168 to be
Oh, 08.
08, 168.08 to be removed from the KIP fund and used on this project.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you again.
Okay.
And tuition application, that's me as well. This is just a North Bennington student coming here, wants to come here next year, incoming 4th grader. We have room in the incoming 4th grade. You guys don't have it, it's got
Oh,
personal
okay.
information on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I bring the application to you guys.
That's fine.
What typically happens is I look over the numbers, make sure it's okay, that it's not gonna overflow a class, which it's not. And I make a recommendation that you approve, and then you guys need to approve it, and then we go through the paperwork with that family in North Bennington. So yeah, there's no issue with adding the student to the class for next year, 4th grade.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
And from a financial perspective, that money is then just transferred from North Bennington to here for the cost of that student? Is that how that works?
Yep.
Yeah, they pay tuition to us for that student. Yeah.
Like they had tuition this year.
Yep.
We need to make a motion on that?
Yep, please.
Yeah, needed.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, budget status report. Anybody have any questions about the
No.
budget? Okay, consent agenda. Let's see, where's the consent agenda? I just saw it here. There it
Did
is.
you all get the amended version for the field trips?
The amended,
Okay.
right.
Yep. Nature's classroom in the State House.
Correct.
They go along pretty good, don't they, Jeff?
What's that?
Those 2 field trips?
Yeah.
Kids really enjoy them?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6th graders really look forward to those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got minutes of the March 12th meeting and minutes of the March 27th meeting.
Where's Silver Bay?
Way up north.
Way up north?
Yeah, way up the top. Beautiful
Yeah,
facility.
Plattsburgh? Above?
Not quite to Plattsburgh.
Not quite.
Yeah. Beautiful facility.
Yeah.
time.
Yours? Or is that my pile?
Okay,
It's yours, I got one.
I need a motion to accept the consent agenda, which includes the minutes of March 12th, March 27th,
I'll make a motion.
the warrants, and the 2 field trips. You can do them all at once, probably.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, John made the motion.
I'll second it.
We have a second. Any other discussion? Let's see, May 20th, May 24th. Hope for good weather when you're up in the
With the snow will be done by then. Doubt it.
All those in favor of the consent agenda?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have 2 policies.
First one is the proficiency-based graduation requirements. They're asking us to adopt it. We warned it on the 10th of January. Basically, there was no changes after that. to what we said. Last policy meeting on the 1st was primarily, I shouldn't even say primarily, entirely on the next one that we're looking at, the 6330, student eligibility. So these 2 are just basically just adopting the tobacco, again changing the tobacco one, just changing some wordage. But we read it last time and adopted it.
And that
Or warned it, I'm sorry.
That took in the vaping, right?
Right. Yeah. Correct. We warned that one back in October, the
Yeah.
tobacco one. Now they want to adopt them. It's been sent up and everybody agrees. No changes happen.
Okay. Want to give me a motion?
Motion to adopt policy 5016 and 5180.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, facilities?
I don't have any action items, Ed, but I do want to let the board know, it's part of my principal's report, which is next, is our electrician's going to start running the cables and getting the equipment installed for the cameras, the exterior cameras, next week during break. So those should be up and running shortly.
Have we heard from the last bid at all?
From Hayden.
Hayden?
He's been awarded, but I haven't heard that he's going to do any work
Okay.
yet. I'm not,
Because we were talking about sometimes.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
could do it during but they're doing for the cameras, huh? So
That's our electrician running the cables. It's not.
okay.
It's not
The
Hayden.
cameras won't be
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah. So
it started for that.
Who's the
Okay.
electrician we use?
John Myers,
Oh,
local man. And then, so as far as my report, it's been pretty busy here at Shaftsbury the last month. Grades 3 through 6 completed our SBAC assessment this week. I think today was the last day except for makeups. So they did a SBAC, which is the state assessment, as you know, in ELA and mathematics. So we chose to do it earlier this year. Last year we did it in May, but we found it was kind of a crazy month to do it in May because we also have our benchmark assessments going on at that time, the local assessments. So we got the SBAC done early, and then May would be a little more open for our local assessments. We had a great visual arts night last night. I want to thank last Thursday. I want to thank Mrs. Umflett. She's our art teacher. She put on a wonderful event. Probably the quietest school event I've ever been to. I think Tony was there.
I was.
It was only quiet because the kids were just so engaged in they had a number of different stations in the gym of just different art activities, and they were just quiet, kind of doing their own thing, and it was nice. It was very nice. So again, I want to thank her for that. It was a lot of work she put into it. And I want to thank the High School Interact Club as well. They sent down a few of their members to help out for that evening as well, so I want to thank them. We also had a school-wide ice cream party last week. I think it was Wednesday afternoon. Mrs. Zimianic and I gave out ice cream sundaes to the school because they filled our bucket for the trimester. We have a huge 5-gallon pail that they put tickets in. The kids can choose to put tickets in. And if they fill the bucket, they get a trimester reward. The reward was supposed to be a winter field day. But as you can see right now, there's no winter going on except for cold weather. There's no snow or anything. So the kids agreed that a ice cream sundae party would be would be an okay alternative.
Who wouldn't?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So they came down. The classes came down one by one to the lobby. And Ms. Z and I scooped out ice cream and had all the fixings for them, and they each got an ice cream sundae for the afternoon. But it was a good time. We heard so many thank yous and pleases. It was.
So you were the soda jerk?
I was the soda jerk. It was fun. It was a fun afternoon.
Yeah.
It really was. Kids are really polite and they're appreciative. And last, I want to say we had a great mother-son challenge last Friday night. Number of moms and kids came and they shot some hoops, played some hoop games, played Hungry Hungry Hippo, and had a Nerf gun shooting contest. It was from what I hear, I wasn't here, but from what I hear, it was a good night. A lot of fun was had. So it's been pretty busy here at Shaftsbury in the evenings. And next month we have, or actually later this month, we have the Glow Dance coming up at the end of the month. And then when May hits, we have a lot going on. Big Truck Night's going to be happening. Scott and I are working on a farm and wellness afternoon here at Shaftsbury, which we can talk more about next meeting, I think. So we have a lot going on next month as well. That's all I have.
Okay. The only thing I have is I just want to thank everybody for getting, the school has been running very well, and it's, I really appreciate it, and from what when I'm going back to when I first started, that we used to have a lot of complaints and this, that, and the other thing, and now we don't get any. I mean, I don't think we had any this year at all from the public, so thank you for everybody that's on the board and also and the staff and SVSU that make everything run smooth, and that makes the kids run smooth. You got anything, Jim?
No.
Okay.
Thank you to you guys for continuing
Yeah.
to show up, even though that there's a clock ticking. Still doing your good work. So.
Yeah, let's see, student enrollment, and next regular meeting is
I
May.
just, if I could, I just wanted to add, I wanted to thank you guys for, we just experienced the conferences last week where, as a parent, the student actually gave the conference and went through it, and I thought it was an excellent way. And it just was a great way to see how involved they are. And I just, develop them. I mean, my daughter's in second grade. So, it was just, I don't know, I just thought it was something really out of the ordinary that
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. And
Yeah.
I just thought it was so great to make them a part of it, and really, they were in charge of it, really, not even a part
Yeah, it
of
was
it.
they're called
Yeah.
student-led conferences.
Yeah, so I mean, I just thought it was really, I don't know if they're doing them anywhere else, but I just thought it was really awesome. So I just wanted to say that.
Good.
I'd second that.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for the kids that did that.
yeah,
It was great, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have anything else. Can we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All those in favor of adjourn?
Aye.
Aye.